Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Welcome to today's video. It is Monday, October 11th, and it is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I thought to walk around the Corktown Common today because it is the perfect day to be down here. And it will be my first time actually that I'm exploring this area. Part of the reason I want to come down here as well is I read an article from Dave LeBlanc. He is, I think he's an architecturist. He's an architecture tourist, and he writes for the Globe and Mail. And he was speaking about this whole area down here, Corktown Common, which is lower River Street. And it talks about the wetlands here, as you can see. And I remember not so long ago when this place was completely not developed. I think things started happening around 2007. I think there was some planning going on, and I think maybe things started to be scoped out. Maybe even things I think were starting to be built in this neighborhood. There's a lot of condos down here, as you can see. I remember when this didn't exist. And it was sort of a barren space. It was, I think, an industrial area for the longest time, but it was really quite, what's the word I'm looking for? Without being crude. It was a dump. It was a dump. What else can I say? And it was like that for, since I've been in Toronto up until probably like mid-2007, roughly. I think things started to change. Lots of pathways. So I took the article and I wanted to read a little bit about sort of what's going on here. So you probably can hear the wildlife, the birds. Well, it's just music out here. Oh my goodness, listen. Isn't that just magnificent? Yes, I'm going to read you a little bit. So this is, what does it say here? Okay. So the article is with regard to there's like 4 buildings that were part of a phased-in approach, condo buildings to help beautify this neighborhood. So it included, parkland and living accommodations. And so it says it's from the top of the River City development at King Street East and Lower River Street. So that's where we are right now. And it says, so this area, as it says, is land hemmed in not only by the expressway off-ramps, but Bayview Avenue and the Don River to the east, and the massive floodplain work going on. All around. So this is part of a floodplain. Well, that makes sense because the river is just over in that neighborhood. Let's see where that takes us. I'm just reading bits and pieces from this article. It's from the Saturday Globe and Mail. Oh yeah, and then it does say that formerly this land was filled with everything from auto body shops to tanneries and was completely contaminated. So the ground and the the wetlands were contaminated just by the industry that was taking place here. And also something to point out, there is a actual YouTube video on this area, and it's a short film that was produced by the developer and also with the Chief Development Officer, the Toronto Chief Development Officer of Toronto Waterfront. Her name is Meg Davis, and they spoke about the soil contamination in this neighborhood and how they, because this did not exist. What we're looking at right now where I'm walking, this did not exist. It's just a wasteland essentially. And so this whole area was developed to, in order for Torontonians and visitors to come and visit and enjoy. Because can you imagine all of this being wasted just on a wasteland and not being occupied? And it was until like roughly, you know, a few years back. Now I'm going to try and angle the camera up. You can see the CN Tower to the west. There is more development going on. I don't know if you can see. That's more towards the distillery, I think. But this is like a spongy playground, and so it's soft. I'm walking on and it's soft, and it's perfect for kids to play on because if they fall, you know, they just sort of bounce right back up. Yeah, this is just really a very cool area, and we're just going to walk over to another playground area. There's some public washrooms here. Park washroom open between 9 to dusk. Oh yeah, this is a fun spot for kids. There's a slide, and there's like a, oh yeah, there's a slide, and then they run back up, they slide back down, and it's sort of like a major sand box area. Kids playing in the sand. I'm having a good time. Yeah, it's very cool in here. Really cool in here. Now it is a holiday, so more people I suspect are out today than they would normally be out. I'm sure it's quite busy on the weekends rather, and I'm sure very, very busy during the summer. I don't know what it would be like in the winter. But yeah, this is cool in here. Oh yeah, this is where kids can come and climb and play. Like a cedar trail or cedar cushioning here. Nice and spongy. Oops. As you can see, some kids playing. Oh, let's see if we can go down. See where that takes us. I came down here, went to Eastern Avenue back, I think, in the early spring. I came here, if you remember, with my friend Catherine. We went to Eastern Avenue because I want to look at those warehouses that were under consideration for demolition, which are, I think, no longer. I think they are being saved. But I'm going to research that a little bit more and find out what the deal is with that. But this is sort of just right next to Eastern Avenue, sort of on the other side. When I exit this area, we'll roll back out to Lauren Harris Square, which is near Eastern Avenue, where I started the video. Wow, this is so developed now. Holy smokes. Wow. So impressive. And here, oh yeah, okay. Wow, there's good cycling down here on the cycle path. Now, I know we came down here, David and I. Oh, look at these gorgeous pups. Hi, gorgeous pups. Hi. Oh yeah, we came through here. We cycled through here long ago. Probably not last year. I'm not sure if we cycled through here last year. You can see the GO tracks because there's a GO transit car, stationary GO transit car in the horizon. Hopefully you can see that. Wow, I'm just kind of blown away by that. Oh, and what would that be? Now that roadway up there, is that part of the lakeshore maybe? I'm a little bit not sure of my directions at the moment. Well, I just can't get over how developed this is. I remember when they were, when there was a lot of construction going on in this neighborhood. And I remember coming all the way down Bayview and turning around and going then north on River. And we'll get back there. I'll show you Bayview Avenue. That's where we started. It's just so developed now. I mean, those places didn't exist just, 5 years ago. I might be mistaken by a couple of years, but let's see, 2013. Yeah, 2013. I don't think those condos were there at Bayview and Lauren Harris Square. Wow. So that is going to be the Don Valley roadway that you see there. That would make sense. I hope I'm right. Oh, and right there, that bridge, that I think is King? No. Yeah, Queen. Queen, you know how Queen and King sort of... No, I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong because this is Richmond Street, I think. I'm just going to scrap that. Let's just scrap that. So this overpass here, this might be part of Richmond Street. Let me just double check. Oh, wow. It is fun down here. It is nice down here. And it used to be really scuzzy down here. Scary and dirty and just barren space. Nothing green, just unused, abandoned land. So here we are. This is Bayview here. And this was, of course, this road was here, but you can see the meridians and you can see the bike path and the markings on the road. That did not exist even 5 years ago. I remember coming down Bayview going south and then turning where this, I think, where the buses stopped to get to River. But actually, I think River, to get to River was part, we got to River by this one way. This wasn't a one way, I'm pretty sure, even 5 years ago. And this, where the lights are up here, I think that road is newly created. Yeah. And you can see how busy, like you can just see by the traffic, all the cars here. You can see how busy it is. This was so quiet. I mean, very few people would really come down this way because there was no reason to. There was nothing down here. These condos were not here. That's gonna go across. I'm just, wow. I can't get over how very cool it is down here. I'm crossing against the light here, don't tell anyone. Where does this go? Oh, and now we're gonna head up to Front Street. Oh, that is so cool. Look at how lovely it is here. How pretty. How nice it would be to live here, and then right across the street you have all that beautiful green space and the wetland, marsh, and you open up your window and you can hear the birds. Like, that's just amazing. I feel like I'm in a different city. I feel like I'm out in the wilderness. I mean, I'm not used to living in Midtown Toronto. You don't hear the songbirds, and you just don't hear all the wildlife. You do hear raccoons fighting at night sometimes. I do hear that. Corktown Common. Okay, actually, I'm gonna cross the street because I want to show you the map. Yeah, when I was here with Catherine back in the early spring, I think we walked along this area right here. It says the Canary District. Okay. Actually, let me cross this way. Corktown Common Park. All the people out having a good time, and it is a summer's day today. Here we are. What does it say? Corktown Common is a formal industrial landscape transformed into a natural urban oasis. Talks about healthy soil is the key to having healthy plants. Yeah, they do talk a lot about the plant life in the article. That Globe and Mail article. It says native plants have been planted in unique groupings to create a variety of habitat, including woodland, marsh, and prairie. The Common is a showcase for Southern Ontario native plant species, which provide healthy biodiversity and diverse beauty in a neighborhood park setting. Corktown Common is the city's first organically managed park. This means that emphasis is placed on supporting ecosystem health and soil biology. So we are, we're right here. Right in this area here. Yeah, I'm just, I am just so impressed by this. Yeah, so welcome to Corktown Common. It opened in 2013. I like the features of a playground and a splash pad, athletic field, community barbecue and fireplace, gathering spots, connectivity to the trail system. So I know just where we walked, where we saw that green space earlier in the video near the bike paths. There's like bike paths that connect through there because I've been there. Yeah, wow, yeah. This is just so, and I don't know if you can pick it up in the distance, but there's those stationary GO train cars that are just, looks like they're just being housed there. We are in the Diamond Jubilee Promenade, Front Street East. I guess this is as east on front as you're gonna get, I suspect. Yeah, here's Bayview. So Bayview, oh, and there's Mill Street. Is that Mill Street? Yeah, that looks like Mill Street. Wow. Yeah, this is all like new to me. And if it's not new to you, good for you for checking it out and knowing about the area. But for those of you who don't, I hope this gives you an opportunity to consider coming out here, because it is lovely here. I'm gonna sneak across the street. Don't tell anyone. Wow. Yeah, we're at Bayview Avenue. There's downtown Toronto. I can see Scotiabank Tower. That's the one I recognize. I don't recognize the others. Oh yeah, BMO is there too. BMO Tower. I mean, it is the perfect day to be out and about. Yeah, to think this was just all abandoned space and now look at it. It's just been transformed. Check out, yeah, as I mentioned, check out the video on YouTube. It's about 20 minutes and it is called Making River City. So just go into YouTube, into the search box, and just type in Making River City, and the land developer, the architect, the waterfront, Toronto waterfront planner, all talk about this piece of land and how it's turned into a rural community, and it's no longer wasted space. It is an interesting film. And the cool thing is they're filming it from an aerial standpoint, so it gives you an opportunity to really see what this whole area looks like from the sky. It gives you a really good snapshot of what it looks like. So there we are, folks. Just thought I'd bring you down here today. Beautiful afternoon. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving and enjoy the day, whatever you're doing, with yourself, with your family, with your friends. And you know, I'm grateful to be above ground. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful city. We live in a great country. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. This is Boomer Girl Walking, signing off.